So if you guys have seen my previous videos, you know that I've went to Disneyland for almost a week, and then immediately after I got back from Disneyland, I got sick. I developed strep, which is basically like a throat infection, and it was not pretty. I'm feeling a bit better now. I did manage to make the review for the mayor election video, but because there are so many SML videos that came out while I was sick and I couldn't really record anything for them, I decided to screw it. In order to complete my New Year's resolution of reviewing every single SML video, I'm going to have to do what the WH dude did and basically make batch reviews where I review multiple SML videos in one single go. This isn't the first time I did it. I made that SML lightning round where I reviewed SML videos really fast. So I decided, why not just make a batch review, because obviously batch reviews are pretty quick, they're simple to do, and they can cover a lot of ground. So without further ado, let's get started. But first, a little bit of Math Dominus lore. I finally did it, Zilla. I finally asked her out on a date. Well, good for you, Math Dominus. This is actually the first time you went on, well, any date with any woman really, so finally. Yeah, I know, it's gonna be so exciting. Well, Math Dominus, let me give you some advice. This isn't just some mere play date, alright? This is a real date where you gotta take it seriously. If you want to be in a relationship with this girl, you gotta care about her, man. You got to love her. You gotta really love her. But don't do that on the first date, because that's just creepy. So on the first date, you just gotta act natural. And if you guys really do connect, you can take it from there and your relationship grows, and you know, the basic relationship stuff. That's my basic advice. You know, Zilla, you know a lot about romance. Well, that's because I used to know a girl. I mean, we were together for years, and one day she just left me, and oh, Starla! Why? Are you okay? No, man, I haven't fell in love in a long time, and seeing you being so happy is making me remind me. Oh, okay, just calm down, buddy. Okay, alright, I'm calm. So now that I'm going on a date, I guess the only thing that I really gotta ask is, what happens if we don't connect? What if we're just not in love? Oh, well, if the relationship doesn't take off and you two aren't really connecting at all, then, you know, you can just, well, call it off. I mean, don't be in a relationship. You could still be friends, but obviously the relationship isn't working, so you're just going to have to let her go, man. You're gonna have to let her go. Alright, Zilla. I'll take your advice. You just gotta have faith, Math Dominus. Just have faith. My friend, he's growing up. Man, he's growing up. So the first video we're going to be reviewing is Groundhog Day, which is obviously a parody of the movie Groundhog Day, but with Bowser Jr. as the guy who's going to experience the day over and over and over. And unlike Brooklyn Guy the Liar, which was a parody of a movie that I didn't see, this is a movie that I actually did see. Groundhog Day was a pretty good movie, and SML's spin on the idea was pretty good. I kinda like how they reused footage in order to give off the illusion that everything is happening the same way it was before, and whenever there is supposedly a new scene, the actors were able to capture their performance from what they did before really well. Then again, if you do it over and over again, it's bound to be the same. Most of the things that Junior has to relive for the day isn't too complicated. I mean, he gets the same breakfast, the same conflict happens at school, the same thing happens when he comes home and he plays with the cards. It's not too complicated like it is in Groundhog Day, where a lot of things happened, including Bill Murray going crazy and taking the groundhog with him. But to be honest, it doesn't need to be as complicated as the movie, because this is an SML video that's like 19 minutes long, so we all just need Junior's reaction to him reliving the same day over and over again. A lot of funny moments happen, and I like how towards the end, Junior just basically just doesn't give a crap anymore. He knows what's gonna happen, but then Cody tells him that it's just like the movie Groundhog Day, and then when Junior sees how exactly that they break the curse in Groundhog Day, turns out it's because Bill Murray was nice and Junior just needs to be nice, so they solved the conflict pretty easily. Which, let's be honest, if that were to happen in real life, if somebody was reliving the same day over and over again, and they all had to do was just Google the movie to see how they broke the curse, then, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is exactly how it would go. But hey, it's funny. But what makes it even funnier is that in the Groundhog Day movie, Bill Murray learns to be less of a jerk. In this movie, Junior just kind of knows how to break the curse, so he pretends to be nice to everybody. But it's towards the end where he has to like kiss Cody and be gay around him. That was funny because he's basically forced to do that because he has to be nice to break the curse. But he really didn't need to do that. It was Cody making him do it. Oh my god. It's just really funny. It's kind of ironic that every time Logan uses an idea from a movie or TV show, it ends up being a pretty good SML video, but only because it uses somebody else's other idea. But I don't mind. If I were to give this video a rating, I would give it 4.5 stars. So going on a date with Math Dominus could either be the worst idea ever or the best idea ever. I mean, all I gotta do is just go on one date with them, just hang out for a bit, and then just tell him that I'm not into him. Yep, that's all I gotta do, really, because I'm just not that into dinosaurs. But then again, you know, that's kind of mean, really, just using him on one date. I should have just rejected the date entirely. But going on that one day only just to tell him that when I've been planning the whole... it's just a jerk move. Man. Why? Man. Why am I like this? It's like every time some people try to connect with me, I just push them away. I mean, I know I was a toy that was brought to life. And life just so hard, but I don't know. It just feels like it's even harder without the friends that I have right now, and maybe I should give Math Dominus a chance at least. I mean, yeah, I've just kind of been acting like a jerk to a lot of these guys lately. I mean, they can be annoying, but I mean, they're not bad people. And I feel like such a jerk. I was gonna just, break Math Dominus' heart. I was like, I can't do that. I should at least give him a chance to prove. His life is so confusing. Why did he have to bring me to life? Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Alright, I'll give him a chance. So, I just overheard that girl is going on a date with Math Dominus. Math Dominus going on a date and actually trying to find love? That's ridiculous. Come on, love is dead. The divorce rate is like, what, 50% according to my calculations? And come on, love is just a scam where you can pretend you like somebody, you say all these romantic crap, and then you end up doing the divorce settlements and get a lot of money. That's a quick way to become rich, people. But wait a second. What if Math Dominus does find love? What if this girl loves him back? What if they end up being happy together for the rest of their lives? They get married and have a family and... Oh no, Math Dominus actually being happy? No, I hate Math Dominus. He has the wrong opinions, therefore I can't let him be happy. No, this is wrong. I gotta find a way to sabotage their date. Yes. Next up is Jeffy the sketch artist. This video is actually a pretty good concept. Jeffy using his artistic skills, not to be confused with his autistic skills, for police sketching is actually kind of a good idea and it could lead to some funny moments. There's just one problem with this video. It's only ever used to torture Marvin. Yeah, it's another Marvin torture video, but unlike the previous torture videos where Marvin at least does win in the end and does kind of get some kind of, consolidation reward or something to at least mitigate the torture. But in this video, Marvin gets put in jail multiple times, and by the end of the video, he really doesn't get any sort of consolation, or the characters don't really apologize. Marvin just kind of hits Jeffy, which I guess that's kind of the reward, but honestly, it's just kind of it's just kind of a really anticlimactic end. It's just kind of an ending that I really don't care about. I guess the humor of this video is that Jeffy keeps drawing Marvin over and over again, but it stops being funny when Marvin is seriously going to jail and his life is getting screwed up and he's given no chance. There's nothing really funny about that, to be honest. I guess if it was done more humorously, I don't know how you could even do it more humorously. Like, honestly, I can't think of a way to actually make it funny without making it seem a bit torturous, if that's even a word. I don't even know if this is a word anymore. All I know is that this is another Marvin torture video, but Marvin doesn't really win in the end, and most of the video's jokes kind of fall flat. I love the return of the lone dolphin, but other than that, I'd give this video 1 star. It gets 1 star. Next up is Dunkin Donuts. Get it? Cause it's got Ken at the end of the video. It's another Ken video with a Ken pun title. Oh god, my wife left me for this, didn't she? So this is another lawsuit video where once again Judge Poobie shows up. There's been a lot of appearances of Judge Poobie lately. Is it just me, or are they using that little prison room they got there to its maximum? Because I think maybe they have a certain limit. Is it even a prison room that they are renting, or did they actually build a prison in the house? Because that would explain why there's a lot of Judge Poobie scenes. Not that I'm complaining, I really like Judge Poobie. So Judge Poobie is always a win, but this video is mostly one giant middle finger to Dunkin Donuts because apparently they suck. But I wouldn't know because I've never actually had Dunkin Donuts. Most of the donuts I get are from Safeway. Unlike the mayor election video and the previous video of Jeffy the sketch artist, this is once again a pretty funny video with a lot of good jokes. Mostly the fact that Ken is spent in the entire video with his legs melted. I can't tell if they actually melted the legs of the original Ken doll, or if they just put other legs on there that were melted, because obviously they can't have the melted legs forever. They gotta eventually fix that and, you know, make it so that Ken can appear in the videos again. Or they can just buy a new Ken doll because they have the money for that. Apparently the Ken doll, fun fact, is from Toy Story 3, so if you're wondering why he looks familiar, that's why. But enough SML trivia. Basically the entire video is spent suing Dunkin Donuts for melting the doll's legs. And halfway through the video, they win the lawsuit, but instead of taking 20 million, they take a box of Dunkin Donuts, and apparently there's just Dunkin Donuts. Why did they take a box of Dunkin Donuts? Because it was disguised as a mystery box, and Brooklyn Guy really wanted that mystery box. It was actually pretty funny because Brooklyn Guy was just so curious, but in the end they failed. Now, of course, they do eventually give Ken some new legs to repair from using like G.I. Joe figures, but obviously the G.I. Joe figures were never meant to be compatible with a Ken doll, but Brooklyn Guy sure tried to put it in anyways. But of course, anything Brooklyn Guy does is pretty much always a win. There are occasional rare L's for Brooklyn Guy, but for the most part, Brooklyn Guy is always a win. So this video is pretty funny. There's a lot of good jokes, but plot-wise, it's probably not as good. There's not much going for this type of plot. The main conflict of Dunkin Donuts melting Ken's legs mostly gets cleared up, and now it's mostly just trying to get Ken some new legs. But then that's just not fitting with the title of DunKEN Donuts. You would think it would have more to do with Dunkin Donuts. I mean, obviously it does play a big role in the movie, but halfway through, it's mostly just about getting Ken some new legs. It ends up becoming a very boring narrative, and I couldn't get myself into this plot, so really what's saving this video is that it's pretty funny. But just because you're funny doesn't mean you're good. It just means that you made a lot of good jokes, but plot-wise, there's not a whole lot going for you. So if I were to give this video a rating, I'd probably get a rating of 3 stars because despite the fact that it's an okay video, it still made me laugh. It's still a funny video. It's just plot-wise, it's kind of repetitive and boring. Okay, I'll admit this is kind of romantic. I know, right? I mean, I only picked the best spots for us. You know, Math Dominus? You're honestly not such a bad guy. Really? Yeah, I mean, you do SML reviews for a living, which is a little bit of a weird career choice, but aside from that, you know, you're pretty funny, and, I mean, you're probably funny just because you're autistic, but, you know, wait, autistic? I don't have autism. Oh, I mean, you're still pretty funny. You got a goofy little personality. You're charming, and I guess you're actually not that bad. And I don't think you're bad either. Really, you thought I was bad before? Well, to be honest, when I first brought you back to life, you kinda were mean. I mean, you woke up and you were all like, oh, I don't like any of you and stuff like that. You really did kind of hurt our feelings back then. Well, I'm just sorry that I did, but you can't exactly blame me. I mean, when you first brought me to life, I mean, I didn't know what to do. I mean, being a toy was so fun, but now that I'm actually alive and moving around and stuff, life was just difficult now, and I just didn't know what to do, and I was just mad all the time. I mean, I guess that's true, but you didn't have to do it alone, you know? You got people that care about you, even though you only just met me, and then you suddenly care about me. Yeah, because that's what people do. I mean, we're not people, obviously, we're plush toys, but, you know, same thing. That's nice. I mean, if you want to hear it from me now, I mean, I'm sorry that I suddenly brought you to life and, you know, caused you a huge headache. That was my fault, really. No, don't be sorry. To be honest, I really just never tried to do all the things that you do. Like, you get to have so much fun. You went to Disneyland recently? In my human form, yes I did. And honestly, you have so much fun. You got a great life, and I never had that before because I was just a toy. You know, I guess maybe I want some of that too. Well, you can. And you don't have to be alone for it, and yeah, I don't have to be alone. Score! And the final SML video that we're going to be reviewing today is Brooklyn Guy's Guilt. Now this video was pretty funny because, well, it's a Brooklyn Guy video. These videos tend to be pretty good. Basically, Brooklyn Guy lets a bunch of people die, and then he spends the rest of the video just kind of feeling guilty. Though for the first part of the video, he was just really excited to see the football team that he was talking about. Or, no, it wasn't football, it was basketball. Yeah, it was basketball because it's NBA, I can see that on his shirt. And he was doing that little paper basketball thing that was pretty funny, where this time he was irritating his wife. Usually it's the other way around, where Karen, I believe, was the name of Brooklyn Guy's wife. She basically pretty much irritates Brooklyn Guy every day. But this time it's Brooklyn Guy that's annoying Karen, and that's a subversion, and I find that very funny. And seeing Brooklyn Guy feeling guilty over killing 50 people and then going on to his other jobs and then just telling everybody that he killed 50 people and terrifying everybody on his job is just absolutely hilarious. I mean, he's on a plane and he's telling his passengers that he killed 50 people. Can you imagine if your pilot told you that? You would not be happy. That's for sure. But at some point you stop laughing and then you realize that Brooklyn Guy really feels guilty about letting 50 people die. But then at the end of the video, it's revealed that a serial killer had killed all of the 50 people in the building, and then he set the building on fire, so Brooklyn Guy didn't really kill anybody. Nobody died because he didn't save them. Everybody was already dead by the time the building was on fire, so yeah, that's a very funny plot twist. But what does he do at the end? He doesn't search for the killer in his police uniform, he instead watches basketball again, which was really funny because, I mean, come on, it's like, oh, you're gonna make the same mistake that made you feel guilty again? Well, that's on you, buddy. But yeah, basically, it's a Brooklyn Guy video. Most of the jokes landed, it was really funny. Of all the videos that I reviewed today, I feel like this is definitely my favorite. It's actually gonna be the very first video that I'll give it a rating of 5 stars. A full-on 5 stars, because this is definitely one of my favorite videos of 2023. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my batch reviews, and let's finish up this lore. What? Math Dominus and that girl are actually getting along? No, this is not supposed to be possible! Okay, I gotta find a way to sabotage this date. Oh, perfect. If I can get rid of this leather, and yeah, I'll make them fall down. I'll make him fall. Yeah. Okay, what's happening? Whoa, what's happening? Whoa, Math Dominus, I'm gonna fall. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. Crap. Oh crap, it's shaking too much. Come on, Tail. You can hang on. Hang on, Nami.
Damn it, how hard is it to... Excuse me, sir.
May I ask, what are you planning on doing there, buddy, huh? It's almost as if you're going to sabotage my friend's date. How did you know I was here? Dude, I overheard you. You were talking about how you were going to sabotage my friend's date. What you didn't realize is I was right there. Oh, crap. Yeah, why are we always in the same spot? It's like the house is big, but like we're never in different areas, so like we can overhear each other and stuff. Well, it doesn't matter. So, Jeremy, you got some explaining to do. I know. I'm screwed up. I messed up in the head. Yeah, you are. What? That was Jeremy? Aw, man, why is it that we never notice when he's sneaking up on us? It's like he's not even standing far away. He's like 2 feet away, and somehow he's always evading us. It's just... I'm sick of that. Yeah, me too. So, I guess the date is over? Yeah, I mean, we could call off if you want. I mean, maybe we could stay here for a little bit more. I mean, Jeremy's gone now. I mean, yeah, I guess. Math? Thank you for saving my life. It's no big deal. I mean, I only grabbed you when this entire thing was shaking, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. But it is to me, because it's my life you saved. Oh. If you don't mind, maybe we can explore the world together. Yep, that we can. What are you gonna say, huh? Say it, come on. It's the classic line. Okay. I love you. I love you too. Oh man, she kissed me. I can't tell if she kissed my lips or my open mouth because I don't have any lips in my mouth. It's constantly open, but holy crap, this is awesome. Man, I can definitely live like this. Wow, I can't believe those two actually fell in love. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a Marvin and Rose relationship where Rose is constantly betraying Marvin, and Marvin's kind of a terrible husband too, but still, hopefully it doesn't evolve like that. I'm just so happy for them. Maybe I should try falling in love too, it's been a while.